What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another video. It's good to be back. I'm back to posting weekly uploads. I know right now is kind of like a crazy time. It's no secret that this Volkswagen is for sale. I'm already getting offers, which is freaking sweet. It's hard to kind of decide where I want to go. I want to part this thing out. Disclaimer, I know a lot of you guys are reaching out about parts. At this point, I am not shipping stuff. You'll literally have to give me the best offer possible for me to even consider that. I'm lazy, and I also, on top of that, not even the laziness, that's really truly not the biggest factor, but God forbid if I send my taillights and if it's ever chipped, whatever, you know, I want to make sure that it's going to the right place. It's, you know, it's just, unfortunately, I just have so many local people hitting me up, so let's just clear that up. The parts are just gonna go local. You guys can come to me, definitely DM me. I mean, the most spoken for would be the Euro tails, the steering wheel, and well, like everything, but you know, I still have it on the car, so it's still available technically, but I don't know, that's a can of worms. I basically just wanted to address that because a lot of people are asking me about specific parts, and quite frankly, I appreciate all you guys for, you know, inquiring. Mostly everything is spoken for, but I just wanted to make this video just to, I guess, highlight some things just with my recent car search. I've already locked down what I want to buy. I am replacing the Golf R. It's crazy to think that the last 2 years I was under the impression that I could buy 2 cars. I could do that, but I would just have no money, and that's just no way to live. I don't know what was fueling that idea. Probably it was just me being young and immature. Arguably that has not changed, but maybe I'm more sensible with money and my decisions. I'm trading the Golf R. It sucks. I love this car. Even after my test drives and every single car that I've driven, I've really enjoyed. I get back into this car and it's just so nice to be back in this. You know, it's tough. This car is literally the perfect package. I'm still not going to reveal what I want to buy. It's kind of a game to me at this point. Some of you guys know what I'm buying. You know, if I told you, feel special, because I have not really told many people. A lot of people have been asking. I wanted to make this video just to kind of highlight how tough it is. It doesn't matter what car you're buying. Maybe you could say performance cars are a little trickier, just given the ilk of car. You know, a lot of motivation to find something new. I'm just ready for a change, so... You know, as you say, the past is dead. It's time to move on. I'm moving on to something that's pretty different from, you know, what I've owned in the past. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to sound freaking sweet. That's your hint. It's going to sound good. It's the only hint I'm going to give you guys, unless if I've already told you, and that's probably the biggest hint possible. But no, I'm excited. It's going to be great. But, you know, the last week has been hell because I've identified 2 cars that I was basically moving forward with. The first car, super sketchy. I was going to ship it. It was coming actually from a dealership too. One owner. Low miles. I think it had 20,000 miles. The car was on the lot for over 90 days. A little sketchy, but great price. Total out the door shipped to me was a little bit confusing because, I mean, the list price increased by like 7K I guess you factor in the total out the door, including $1,000 shipping. So I was just like, I'm not gonna, you know, it's just that's not sensible. I needed a day to think it over and, you know, and crunch some numbers and kind of figure out how I was gonna make that work, because obviously, as you know, once you get a quote, you kind of have to like take that entire number and just break it down. How am I gonna pay this off? When am I gonna pay this off? Whatever. So that dealer ended up reaching out to me that same night or the same day. It was a little bit in the evening, and asked for a non-refundable $1,000 deposit. I was just like, no, it's a used car. You know, this thing has 20,000 miles. You know, I know the price is expensive, but it's not going to go anywhere. And they demanded that. You know, basically, I said no. It ended up getting away. So unfortunately, that's kind of what happens. Sometimes you just got to back down, and I'll give you an example of today. Today was a little bit of a different story because I actually went local. I went to Massachusetts. I drove an hour and a half to see this car. I'm really glad I got to drive the car just because I completely figured out that this is exactly what I want to get. And yeah, I drove the car, and it was great. It was such a you know, a fun ride, and there's so much potential for the car too. So, you know, I'm excited for of course, you know, when I am able to buy one and I find the right one. But unfortunately, yeah, today I was basically signing papers, you know, moving forward with this vehicle. It had 19,000 miles, and the price was actually pretty similar to the one that I was going to ship. Just because of my, I guess you could say, desperation, I was really just, I picked this. I was, you know, one owner online, at least the listing online said one owner, very similar situation to the one that I was shopping, that I was going to, of course, ship to me. So, you know, I was going to proceed forward. I signed all the papers. The final paper that they passed over to me before confirming, you know, wire information, because I was just going to pay cash for the thing, which is easier. I feel like every every dealership, that's music to your ears. You know, you don't have to wait for approvals. Nothing's gonna happen between now and the time. You know, it's just cash. I'm gonna wire cash when the banks open on Monday. What ended up happening, and this is the worst. It's sad that this happened, but the final paper that I got passed was the Carfax. I scrolled through the car pages. I think it was on like the second page or the third page, and right there it said 4 vehicle owners, and online it said there was 1 owner. I already knew. I'm not trying to talk the price down. The car needed tires. It needed some other things too, but I was basically I accepted the fact that I was gonna have to pay a little bit extra just to make this thing roadworthy and make it work. I basically walked out from that deal. It was a bummer because it was a pretty good deal. The car itself was was pretty clean. The front seats were a little worn, not a bad sign, but I mean, they're more worn than this thing, and this has 63,000 miles. So I don't know how many people are hopping in and out of it, but just from the 4 owners within 19,000 miles, there's a lot of things kind of going against it. So I basically walked out from that. It's very important to kind of, I guess, look over Carfax before even visiting. Unfortunately, I wasn't provided that because the car was so new to the lot. I think there was a bit of strategy behind that from their end. I'm not even mad at the dealership for what they did. At the end of the day, I should have been a little bit more careful, but I also didn't buy the car, and I'm not screwed. So I can't complain. I drove the car, I enjoyed it, I figured out that this is exactly what I want to buy, I walked out. So I know a lot of people would just be pissed at the dealer, they'd flame him. I'm not going to name names, I don't need to, but I just wanted to highlight this video that just be careful. You know, you guys really need to kind of read exactly what you're signing. Always look things over twice, and it's totally normal, and a lot of people say this, you know, when it comes to buying cars, especially used performance cars, but it is extremely important to just walk out. You know, if it's not the right thing for you, it is no shame in basically just walking away. Even if it's a good deal, you know, someone else is maybe going to scoop it up, and you're just going to, oh shoot, I probably should have learned from that one. You know, the next one won't get away. Kind of like anything in life. But yeah, no, I'm really excited. I think this latest idea of mine, and I think my trajectory with the channel, with the brand, it's just, everything's in line. I promise you guys I'm not going too far from what I currently drive. It's going to be different. It will be, but it'll be the right kind of difference. So I wanted to make this video. It's going to be short and sweet. Yeah, guys, shopping in 2024 is tough. You got to really be careful about what's kind of out there. Just because cars are only getting worse, they are not getting better. Make sure you're buying the right stuff, and you know, just keep motoring. I'll probably end the video there, but I just wanted to let you guys know that this process is going. I still have the Golf R. I actually probably have both cars for a little bit. Essentially, when I acquire this new car, I'm going to really start, you know, trying to get rid of this Golf. It sounds sad. I can't even imagine life without it. Sounds funny. I can't imagine life without this car, but you know, it's done everything it's had to do. You know, it's time to go to perhaps someone who's going to take a little bit more care of it. I definitely drive this car. It's been unbelievably reliable for the type of driving that I do. I don't even it's stupid. It feels so stupid thinking about just upgrading and getting into something better, because this next car is better. It is just better. But I'm very excited to share with you the car in question. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fast. It's going to sound good. And that's really all I can tell you. So we'll leave it at that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, staying tuned, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace and love.